The Leftovers, episode 59. Today we talked about Doomsday, some of those trailers that came
really
out.
Cool.
There was 4 of them, right, Josh?
Yeah, there's 4 total. The 4th one just came out, and that's mainly what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, Skinwalkers and Tyler's traumatic experience with that, quivering and quaking.
Yeah, my sleep paralysis.
Quivering in his underwear, dude.
That's a great story.
You're going to like that one, yes.
And then plenty of insanity. We got into that quite a bit.
We got into a little bit more different topics today, definitely, because there's a lot going on in gaming, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah,
that's not what we do
That's
here.
not what we do here anymore. No,
we
just don't have our finger on the pulse.
That's exactly
this week.
why we do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Make sure you guys go check out the socials, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
and let's get right into the episode.
Yeah.
When we were doing the trivia, how did you not know?
That video is going to be coming out soon. Because you went, it's pretty obvious.
I think you mean Pac-Man.
You went, it's pretty obvious. And I was like, well, okay, he looks yellow. Like, I get
but
it.
why
with
would
the
a lemon? You take a bite out of a lemon,
but when
it
it
doesn't
closes
look like
its mouth,
Pac-Man.
it looks like a lemon, dude.
So the question was, what shape?
Me and Travis answered the same thing.
Yeah, I think that says a lot.
Okay, once I thought about it,
Yeah, but you guys went yellow. It's got to be a lemon.
Well, because you went, it's
Exactly.
obvious. Dude, that was
Yeah,
a
but
good
it's
catch.
the shape. Pizza makes more sense. You take 2 slices of pizza, it looks like Pac-Man.
but it's like you could take a slice out of a lemon like that.
All right. That I don't. That was not my logic.
It wasn't mine.
Josh,
but
like,
I'm
no, I was just
saying.
using color, not.
That's what I was
you
thinking.
take a slice out.
I was
it's
thinking more
Pac-Man.
of like kind of the shape, kind of the color. Because you know what I mean?
A trivia game is fun though. You guys check it out. We just we'll have it up soon.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Bro, you're talking to nobody right now.
Yeah,
there's
about,
people, there's
I'm talking to the ghosts of the subscribers that left.
The ghost of Christmas past. The ghost of subscribers past. Yeah, well, I'm fine with that.
8,000 of you are not subscribed. So maybe you guys
8
go and
million
subscribe.
of you guys are not subscribed.
8 million. Okay, are we doing percentages or numbers?
Both.
8 million% of you. What does that even
Technically,
mean?
yeah, the whole world isn't subscribed. So, like,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
not
guys
the whole
aren't
world.
watching, so like
The amazing
What's going
few.
on?
99.9999999% of you are not subscribed.
Probably more than that, unfortunately. We probably have
100%?
we probably have less than
101% of you are not subscribed.
So just put that out.
Let's get off of this.
very much.
off of it.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm excited. Why? Because
are you
I'm
gonna
excited.
tell us?
Why, you might ask?
Why you might ask?
I'll tell
All 4 of the Doomsday trailers came out, and that last one was dope.
So they're not trailers.
I got you, bro. They're little clips from the actual movie, which is cooler. too.
Bro, isn't that like the definition of a trailer? Sorry.
No, I don't think those are going to be in the movie.
Well, what? Okay,
From
so
what
they are.
I heard, Emergency. What's that guy's channel? Emergency.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Emergency.
He said that they weren't part of it, and they're not trailers. They're just. It's not a concept, but it's like just. It's something they did for Endgame, Infinity War as well.
I heard that it's literally clips from the movie,
And see, I heard they were.
and that's why it's like 15 seconds.
well, what is it then if it's not clips from the movie?
Exactly. What
It
would
was
be?
just little
because
mock-ups
it's
of
not,
what to expect. It was more setting the precedent.
the
of
last
like,
one
the
looks-
X-Men are going to return. The Wakanda Forever, like Black Panther, they're going to return. Fantastic Four are going to return. It's more of just showing who's returning and going to be in it.
But
to
that
build up
last
hype.
one specifically was very implying
And
because
that
it
was the Black
had-
Panther one, right?
Yes, with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well that makes sense. They went and I mean I saw videos. I think it was Emergency Awesome or Screen Crush or something. But and I like this theory that Reed when they transfer over because if you saw, I mean spoilers, no spoilers, the end of Fantastic Four, you see Doctor Doom with the kid, right? My theory is he snatches the kid right then and there. Boom, snatches the kid, leaves. That's what causes them to have to go. Because the whole theory that everyone's thinking, and I agree with it too, is that it's obviously around all these children. There's all these children being introduced, and they're all around the same kind of age. They're all children of superheroes. I mean, whether that's T'Challa's kid at the end of Wakanda Forever, and he's like, "I'm King T'Challa," you know, cool. Now they have a new.
I hate
Black
when they do
Panther.
that though. Because they were starting to do that with Stranger Things. They were like, "Oh, look at all these kids."
Well, for me it makes sense because they're gonna try to do the Young Avengers, right? They're gonna have to.
No, they're soft resetting it after Secret
Right.
Wars.
Well, because what's
So
her
it's
nuts
gonna
not
be-
in there? The girl who played America Chavez. And a bunch of other people too that I'm pretty sure aren't in there. She was terrible. I'm sorry, but she was a terrible actress, so she did bad.
Yeah, so terrible.
She did bad.
Travis is like, sure, dude. Whatever you
Because
say.
I don't even know who we're talking about.
He's like, yeah, terrible.
What we're talking about, but she did bad. No, she did bad.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
From
I knew
Multiverse
it.
of Madness, she's the one that can like make the star teleport. She was like the
Oh,
she was
yeah.
literally the human MacGuffin of the movie, and it was kind of like
her powers were supposed to be like some of the strongest out there, right?
anything that
She's the only one in all the universes that has that power.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
why it
she's the
was-
only
yeah.
one in all of the multiverse of herself.
right.
There's no variants of her.
And that's what made her so powerful because she could literally just okay, new dimension or new reality.
I don't like that they were like, and then you could teleport.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like
okay.
cornball.
Yeah, I felt like the star was kind of corny, but that
Yeah.
probably comes from the comics.
it
and
is.
stuff,
It's
right?
all
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the comics.
You know.
Stanley, rest in peace. Who's that other guy?
I don't
Jack
think
Kirby.
he made it, Jack Kirby, but I don't think they did her. She's one of the newer ones. For
Oh,
sure.
that's
her
why.
and Miss
Oh,
Marvel.
that's why.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Their ass.
Yeah, their ass. Got it. Their ass. But they're gonna take all the children and they're gonna use all these children's cosmic powers, whether that's Richard, not Richard. What's his name? Fuck, what's the name of the kid?
It's Richard.
God damn it, dude. I always mess up the name.
Wait,
I want to say
Reed,
I want to
Richard.
say Franklin
Na-
every time for some reason.
Nathaniel.
Daniel Richards.
Sure, go with that.
Nathaniel.
But yeah, he's gonna take all these kids. They have to go to our planet because Doom's gonna go after
Our universe planet.
There's a kid, I forget whatever kid it is that's in 616. He's gonna go after because he needs to take 2, and they're gonna follow him there. And then Reed's gonna see that Wakanda's the most advanced, or he's gonna see that they have the most technology and whatever. He's gonna go there first, obviously, because he's gonna think that they're the most
Isn't
civilized.
Shuri the smartest person on the planet now?
Yes.
Tony Stark's gone.
Yeah.
So
I would
Reed's
say
like,
yes,
okay,
but Bruce
our
Banner
intellect
is still there, so he's very
Yeah,
smart.
but he's.
He's more of a doctor smart than. See, it's weird to understand. I mean, Reed Richards is the smartest person in
He's not
all
technology smart.
of the
He's
MCU.
like chemistry, like radiation smart.
Exactly, but Reed Richards is the smartest in all of the MCU.
Yes.
Not like even Brainiac is second. Like if Reed died, Brainiac would be
Right.
the best, but he's not. Like Reed is the smartest guy. He made teleportation. He made matter displacement. He did all this stuff that Tony couldn't do. Like all Tony really did, if you really want to break it down, Tony's more of an engineer and a mechanic than he is a genius like Reed Richards is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
he
like,
knew how to
entrepreneur.
improve stuff.
Right, he was good at exactly. He took old and made it better. Reed creates.
Yeah. Except when he came up with time travel
And the arc reactor, but minus
I
those.
mean, time travel, that's a pretty big one.
Sure.
I mean, that's no small thing. I mean,
biggest. That's a bit, but that's what I was gonna say. Like that's the
But
biggest
Reed-
genius to his name is the time travel plus the arc reactor. but
Reed
then again,
figured
he couldn't
out
perfect it. So.
multiversal travel, though. That's the difference.
And like in Multiverse of Madness, where he pops through that portal thing,
Yeah.
like that version of teleportation is just uncanny. Like only the TVA have that.
And that's
power.
the 838 universe, right?
the one that what's Monica Rambeau at the end of the the Marvels ends up in is the X-Men universe.
That's 616.
No, that's
No?
no. The X-Men universe is 838, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the same one that Doctor Strange went to, then.
No,
Yeah. I just
then
watched it.
that's 838 because they're not the same universe. The one
Okay,
where
so
the
there's
X-Men
4 different
are,
ones going on then. Because we have the 1999 with the current one with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Tony, like Endgame and all that. That's 1999. And then you have 616, which is the main timeline that they're gonna move to after the soft reboot.
616 is the one we've been in.
No,
That's the
because in Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse,
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse.
That's the animated one.
yeah, I know. They were talking about 1999 where Doctor Strange and Spider-Man messed up the multiverse.
9999.
1999.
Is it 199?
Yes.
That's the Multiverse of Madness universe. That's what he's talking about.
That's the incursion one?
Yes, because 616 is the MCU as
No,
we
because
know
he
it.
said
I
Doctor
promise you.
Strange and Spider-Man, not just Doctor Strange.
You guys got anything to say in this, huh?
No.
So I just looked it up
It's,
with the power of Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it six?
So
616, I'm telling you.
the MCU's main reality is officially designated in Earth 616.
Thank you. That's
So
what I
that's
said.
where everything is mainly taking place.
Yep.
So like Doctor
So in
every,
Across
like,
the Spider-Verse messed it up.
Yeah, so the original universe for all the movies that's set originally is 616. So all the other universes you're talking about, you need to figure out where those ones
Are you
go.
talking about No Way Home right now? Because you keep saying Across the Spider-Verse, and that's the animated version.
Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel.
Yes.
He says 1999.
That's the plan. What he's saying. Okay, that's our Doctor Strange from 616, but he's saying that our Doctor Strange is messing up planet 19999. That's what he's talking about, and that was the planet that had all the black on it.
No, because he said Doctor Strange and Spider-Man
And
from
this kid.
1999 were messing up the multiverse as
Damn,
well.
we're on this too long, huh?
Yeah, you guys are going back.
You guys need to fucking come on.
Okay,
Bro,
so the
actually,
universes that have been mentioned are
How many times have
616.
you watched that movie?
the trivia.
Thanks,
not
bro.
enough, bro. You need to watch it one time. It's just
Okay, listen. The universes that have been mentioned are 838, 616, 1999.
Yes.
Those are the ones that have been mentioned.
We're just gonna agree to disagree because
Well, okay, 616 is the main MCU.
that one we can
universe.
agree on.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So across
That's
the Spider-Verse,
interesting.
mess
We'll
up.
revisit this later.
all right. Well, what do you guys want? What?
RAM
What do you got?
is $900.
I don't want to talk about RAM again. Okay, everyone knows RAM's up the
Did
ass.
we talk about this last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it that time and the time before that.
Yeah.
It's ass, y'all.
Yeah, that's all we really need to know. is
Conformity gate for
expensive.
straight
It has,
things was
it
fun.
has made me stop going to build a PC to now going to go buy a pre-build.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
And then you could just upgrade from that. I'm going to be coming out with a video because I'm upgrading my graphics card and the water cooling. So I'm going to have a video coming out about that.
I'm
Turn off
excited
the
though.
TV.
You're welcome. I'm excited though. The pre-build I found has all the stuff that I want. It has the liquid cooling and it has it has all the nice stuff.
It has an AIO. So the liquid cooling only is for the CPU,
Yeah,
not the GPU.
which is
Well, I
good.
wish you could
which is
build
the
that.
normal. It's the
Hey,
normal
Tyler,
one.
stop.
For a non-enthusiast
doesn't matter.
that doesn't know anything about PCs, you're fine.
We already talked about it, so that's you couldn't told me that. And I would've
You're
known.
fine.
Yeah, you
dude.
should have honestly said nothing. Don't tell him that it might be. Oh no, it doesn't have a water cooled GPU. No, I can't.
Dude, my GPU, 7 pounds.
Yeah, that's
the
fucking.
That's
hell?
heavy.
But you have that. It's pretty big too. When I saw the picture of it, I was like, damn.
My hand took up one.
I was like,
good.
good thing.
I got small hands anyway, but
Yeah, he does.
yeah, he knows.
And
It fits right up
I'm
there,
not
bro.
even kidding though. When I had to build my PC,
He needed me.
I literally don't think I could have built it without him. Literally because my hands don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my hands.
It's that one,
spot
the one cable for the CPU at the
right
top
underneath.
left.
Oh, I was thinking
Under
of the
the
thing
fan.
underneath the CPU.
No,
or
those
the
are-
GPU.
Those are fine. It's the CPU one at the top left. That one's always difficult.
Oh, so well, see, I didn't do it. You did it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
It's like I was there.
I didn't do that. I just watched him do it, and that was it.
Yeah, he
I
just
just
sat
paid.
there.
I just bought it.
and looked ugly.
Yeah.
terribly ugly.
What do you mean? You made me put on that maid outfit and everything. You're like, yo, if I'm doing this, you're at least gonna look pretty while I'm doing it. I'm at least gonna have some eye candy. I'm like, all right, bro.
And he was like Dustin in the corner. He's like, oh my god, you're doing so well on the PC.
it's dirty. See, I think it needs dirty.
I think it needs to be dusted. No, you're gonna cause static, bro.
You're gonna-
don't do that.
Stop.
If you use a Swifter, I saw
Wait,
it.
you're not supposed to use a Swift?
No, dude. I saw a video of a guy using a Swiffer
That's crazy.
on it,
And just
and then he
fries
was like, "It's not turning on."
That's because you just.
yeah,
I use that.
static charged it.
I use either a cloth or one of those. What are they called? The ones for like glasses.
air
and stuff.
duster.
Or
Use
just
the air
I just blow the.
Microfiber.
That's for the dust, but I'll wipe the outside.
Microfiber works.
There you go. That's what it's called. Microfiber. Thanks.
Yeah, but you want to make sure the PC is off. I usually don't do that because I'm like, fuck it. What is it? What's the worst that could happen?
I blow it with the PC.
You blow the PC?
with it on. I don't care. I've never had anything happen. I don't care.
Josh is
I
just
haven't
gonna be
either.
like, hey
But until it
guys,
does,
I
yeah,
can't play
I'm gonna keep
games.
doing it.
That's probably for like the people that just let dust build up and then you just all
Yeah.
whoosh, the
It's-
big
yeah,
clump
It's
of dust
crazy
right
how
in
much
there.
you won't notice because it
Yeah,
gets
dude.
kicked on like perfectly, and you're like, oh, that's.
And it's one little spot. And,
then
if you miss it twice,
If you go like this, you're like, oh, it's dusty as hell.
Yeah, dude, I dust that shit all the time. I like when I get in there and it's nice and clean. I look at it, I'm like, okay, she's nice and clean. I am scared, dude. That story time of my glass breaking. It was 3 a.m.
That was crazy to hear.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
I was
3 in the morning.
Yeah, I was getting off, and I was like, okay, it's a late night, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's late. I literally was like, I'm just gonna take my glass off, and I forgot why I was doing it. I think just to clean like it really quick, like just something. I was like, okay, I'm done. It was late. You know what I mean? And literally, to say that it shattered would be an understatement. I legit, like thousands of pieces. Like I picked it up.
Yeah.
Legit, like for oh my god, I like for a second, like legit just went shattered everywhere. I was like, and then it cut my hand and my feet because it was everywhere. And I was like, and then there was just literally there was just blood on the ground. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, and I literally I felt so bad, but I was like, I need Coral's help. I was like, fuck me, I need Coral's. I was like, Coral, because I literally couldn't move because there's glass all around me. I already had like glass in my feet.
Help!
I literally was like, and she went, oh my fucking God. She like hit the corner and we just cleaned it up. And dude, thank God none of it got in my fans or anything.
1 second, Joey's making jokes. The next half of his body's in the tree.
Have you ever heard a man scream with no lungs?
That's literally what it sounded like when you were just describing that.
It was terrible, bro.
It's one of those moments where it's like, if you hit the table at the correct time, your hand could go through. It's one of those times where it's like you hit it just right, and it shatters.
That's what I'm saying. I must have hit like just the.
Yeah, because I would always like accidentally kind of drop it. I'd be like, fuck.
Well, it's a certain type of glass that just shatters. Like there's this like car window glass. It's that same type of stuff. Where
where you, like a tempered.
If you break it on the top tippy corner, the entire thing explodes.
It's like meant to break.
Yeah, I think it's tempered glass. So
Mine-
you just had that.
That's where
Yes.
they make the weak point is in the corner.
Yeah.
That's where like all that pressure is. So that's where the weak point is. So once you hit that weak point, it shatters everything else down.
Isn't it plexiglass is what's used on cars?
No, plexiglass is more
that
like
tempered glass?
plastic.
I was gonna say that's
It's like plastic glass. It's literally. I think that's why it's called plexiglass.
But I think windshields are double layered. The first layer is meant to break. That way it takes most of the impact.
Yeah, and some of it's kind of floppy, isn't it?
And then the back
But
side
yeah, once
is
it
supposed to like
breaks,
hold
it
it.
stays together.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure plexiglass is what they have on like public transportation vehicles, like buses and stuff like that. It's that it's still glass, but it's more plastic, so it's not as breakable.
yeah,
And for
from like
poster
blunt
boards.
trauma.
For like, well, yeah,
it
so
bends.
like,
So when something
Exactly,
hits
so-
it doesn't.
It doesn't shatter,
Shatter.
but it takes the impact.
But that's why,
yeah,
like, when a
that's more like
gunshot.
plexiglass.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when you see like a bullet hole through like a car windshield. It's like just perfectly through it. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Well,
it
also,
didn't
like,
shatter the
phones.
whole glass. It just made a hole because one, it went so fast, and two, the glass is.
But tempered glass can do the same because you get tempered glass
Maybe,
phone covers.
I think we just
and
need
it
some
takes
more
the
research
impact.
on freaking glass.
We don't know what we're talking about.
And I guess it depends on how
At
much
the end of the
glass there
day.
is. You know what I mean? Like if there's a square box of tempered glass, you shoot a hole through it, it's probably going to shatter. But if it's this big and then you shoot a little hole through it, probably.
Well, no,
won't
that's what
shatter.
I was saying. There's that certain type of glass. No matter how big it is, if there's a single crack in it anywhere on the thing,
Shatters.
it all explodes. And some stuff it's designed to be like that. Like
Yeah.
the front windshields of cars aren't supposed to break, but the windows are. Windows are that's why the window breakers you can shatter it right on the corner, right in the center, and the whole thing explodes. It's meant to do that so you can escape if you're ever trapped underwater or need to break out of the car.
Right.
Because it has uses to break like that. It's not a bad
Bro,
thing.
that's
that
why
it
I'm
does
glad we
that.
don't live near like any giant bodies of water. If you want me to be real.
You-
Or think
If
about if
you
your car
do-
catches on fire.
She got
can
ChatGPT,
happen.
you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, but you could get out the car door. If your car
So
catches fire.
I know
But
exactly what
sometimes, you know.
plexiglass is used for.
Oh, cool.
It's used for aircraft canopies, skylights, greenhouses, durable home windows.
Greenhouses. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Picture frames are usually made of plexiglass. Modern furniture, tabletops, kitchen backsplashes, aquariums,
Everything.
equipment covers. So vehicle glazing and instrument panels. So that's not what your car windows are made of.
Yeah.
So your car windows are going to be a different type of glass.
Yeah, that's the tempered glass that we're talking about, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not looking that up. I just looked up what's in
What the fuck was that?
Just stuff falling.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck was that?
People trying to break in.
The hell was that?
Someone's at the door.
Josh is
Get the door.
Josh is great in a scenario like that.
What?
What was that?
Yeah, dude, I'm bad. I just don't worry about noises. Like even in
like,
the middle of the
huh?
night, I'll hear like a. I'm like,
Dude, there was wind 2 nights ago, and it was like. I was like, what was that? I was like, what the hell's going on? Someone's breaking in.
when I was a kid. When I was alone. Oh yeah, dude. Those
You
noises-
always do that though. You hear one little creak of the house, and you're like, they're breaking in the back door. Where are they? They're coming in. Mom, Dad.
I called my mom once, and I'll never forget that. And she came home. Actually, I feel bad.
Really?
She left her important work meeting, came home.
I think they just went out for something, and I was just like, Mom,
Oh,
I
even
hear
worse.
noises.
She had a promotion.
Oh, dude, I was like, Mom, I'm scared.
no,
We're
she was just
taking
having
you
a
with
fun
next
night
time.
out.
Man,
Yeah.
guys just get just as scared, man.
Oh hell yeah! When you're younger, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I remember the alarm was going off because something like fell and like broke, so it was a glass alarm that went off. And my dad ran downstairs and he was like, "Well, turn it off." And my sister and I are just hiding under the island, like, "Oh my god, what the fuck's happening?"
That's like a baby. That's like a baby instinct, though.
Yeah, we're like,
Like,
I mean, I was like 12 at the time, and my dad was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
well, you gotta.
Okay, well, no, dude. One time, my mom.
Now I run.
My mom, fucking, I was with my little brother. We used to have like those bunk beds, and my mom got a flashlight. It was like acting like someone broke into the house, and
What
she was
an
like taking like
ass.
the flashlight, and, like shining it under the door. Yeah, and so we were scared. She was doing it for a while. She finally like creeped open the door and freaking scared us. But yeah, dude, she did that to us.
What the hell?
We thought someone broke into the house. That's what
You
we
know what's
thought.
funny?
yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny? The only reason he remembers that is because it literally traumatized him.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the funny part, the kind of scary part was, you guys have seen my swords. I had some in my room.
Oh, you had a sword
Yeah,
out, bro?
we
You about to
had
stab your
the
mom with a
swords like
sword?
this. We were like ready to
That's probably when she looked at the window and saw y'all with swords. She was probably like, okay, I got it. This went too far. Because I mean, I would do the same thing, dude. You know what I
Travis
mean?
with
Like,
PJs on and a sword. He's like, "Who's there?"
Yeah, like 12
He's
years
just in
old.
his undies,
His
just
car's fucking.
fuck up anybody.
His
who comes
car's
in.
boxers. Yeah, they come in. I chop your head off at Negan.
Yeah, probably some
I'm ready. He's
Transformers.
like Obi-Wan.
Yeah, you think,
Yeah, just standing like
I
that.
swear I'll use the force against you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but-
I remember that to this day. That was funny. She still talks about that too.
My mother used to threaten me with Luke Skywalker all the time.
What?
What, Luke
What, like
Skywalker's gonna
Santa?
come and get you.
No, like he doesn't.
Santa's
Like,
not gonna get you gifts.
no, like Luke Skywalker wouldn't want to hear about this, would he?
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
like, you know Luke from Tatooine, that Luke, son of Anakin Skywalker, that Luke. And she's like, I'm gonna, and she knew. She still, I could show her a picture of a clone trooper and a stormtrooper. No goddamn clue. And I went, Mother, this has been in your life for like 40 plus years, brother. This one image of a stormtrooper. So the other one must be the other one. No. You know what I mean? She's still like, that's a clone trooper. I'm like, nah, damn it, ma. You gotta look. This one's a clanker, and that one's not. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But literally, she used to use Luke Skywalker against me all the time.
What sucks
Luke
is
Skywalker would eat his gummies. And I'm like,
Luke Skywalker would eat his vegetables.
Yeah,
Dang, I bet he did.
I'm like, what they did, I asked.
Right. I need to do better.
How do you think he's so strong with the Force, man? You're right, Dad.
The walls at our house and the floor is so thin. Whenever someone comes through the front door, I hear it. So I'll hear footsteps, and I'm like, "What's happening?"
I can
Or-
see little small Jackson being scared.
Well, no. Now, if something
like, "No,
happens
this is
upstairs
now."
and like I hear a loud like
You're like, well,
bang, I'm like, I run upstairs because it could be my niece falling, my mom falling, my dad falling.
You'll hear. This is how you know. Okay, if your niece falls, you'll hear.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
That's how
and
you know
I
it's your
come
niece.
running
If
upstairs
you hear your grandma
every
falls,
time.
if your grandma falls, you hear. Oh.
No, you'll hear, and then just silence.
And then the life alert just beep, 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 and you're like, God damn it, Granny. Because I do that with my grandmother, but dude, my
I'm made in the
grandmother-
Lord today.
Dude, my grandma's a tough woman, bro. I swear I'll hear stuff upstairs, and I'm like, one time I did, I was like, oh shit, because it definitely sounded like someone fell, and I was like, oh shit, you know, my grandma could.
But she was just beating the fuck out of somebody.
No, she was just like moving pans and shit, and I'm like, my
Grandmas are so loud.
dude,
For the love of God, you'll be sleeping. It's fucking 7
yeah,
a.m.
dude, it's
And then
early or
cabinets
late.
just.
Yeah, and you're like,
Do you want breakfast? You're like, holy fuck! Does it have to sound like a war zone out here?
that's my dad in the morning too.
Oh.
My dad's one of those loud. Not even that.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
Not even
brushing their fucking teeth.
He
Just
mows. He'll mow the lawn, dude. He'll mow the lawn, and I'm just like,
Come on, come on.
No,
come
my
on.
dad will be doing out. He'll be doing chores at 4 a.m., bro.
4 a.m. Some people are fucking crazy when they get up.
Well, my
I
grandma.
mean, he
she's
doesn't
just-
do it immediately
when
at
you
4
go to
a.m.,
bed
but
at
he'll be
6
up
o'clock
at 4 a.m.
night, I'd
usually.
be up at 4 in the morning too. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys are so late to the morning, and then
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
3 p.m.
It's crazy. Like every time I get home from work, my whole house is asleep.
I woke up at 5:30 this morning. 11 a.m.
My grandmother's a night walker, bro. Night walker.
It's terrifying.
Do you have any dragon glass?
Dude,
That's a White Walker.
that's a White Walker.
Close.
But dude,
Close.
sometimes I might. Dude, she scares me,
Skinwalker.
man. She scares me.
Skinwalkers are scary, bro.
Skinwalkers are.
You ever
scary.
heard of 'em?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What Skinwalkers?
Don't say it.
Skinwalkers.
Yeah,
are
they're fucking
crazy.
freaky. Aren't they that Native American thing?
The Native American, yeah, like lore.
You hear about night walkers?
Pretty sure it's like same thing, right?
No,
No.
that's a Mexican thing.
What are night walkers?
They're like, well, it's not chupacabra, but it's a different thing. That's why I said she's like a night walker.
Well,
because-
how are they made? Because
Well-
skinwalkers are made from cannibalism.
What? Explain.
Well, honestly,
That's part of it.
The thing
Like,
about
the Native
Skinwalkers.
American-
So you're saying all I
Skinwalkers
gotta
get-
do to see one of these guys?
I mean, that's one interpretation. There's another
would
one where
become
like
one.
there's shamans that can take the form of animals and stuff.
Well, like long story short, nobody knows if Skinwalkers are real, where they come from, what they are.
Well, so is it?
Where they come from? Where they
Isn't
are?
it kind of like it though, where it takes up what you like are scared of? Isn't that what it does?
No.
There's just a lot of
They're
like
just a creature.
It can
Well,
like
that's what a
shape
Nightwalker
shift.
does.
It can like kind of shape shift.
Yeah, it can.
That's why the difference is then because
Skinwalkers?
There's a lot of
Yeah,
different.
they have like different forms.
Yeah,
they can appear
Skinwalkers have
to
a
you.
bunch of
well, maybe
different
they're the same
shit.
thing because the Nightwalkers literally do that. It's like
Well-
an it, and it literally just whatever the fuck it looks
Well-
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
It's well, first of all,
We're all wrong.
well, not even that. It's
Huh.
not Mexican at all.
What is
It's
it?
African folklore.
Oh.
Oh,
For which one? Which one?
thought it was-
Nightwalkers. And by
Yeah.
the way, when I looked it up at first, just so you guys know, Nightwalker is also prostitute. So that's what came up when I looked it up.
My grandmother's a
Crazy.
Nightwalker.
I
That
was
and
like,
Streetwalker.
wait a second,
That
this
is-
cannot be what Josh is talking about right now.
why the fuck would I call my mom?
Cat, look up Skinwalker.
She got that dopey, huh?
Basically, though, it's a sinister figure, an evil entity. They hunt the dark and prey on living. So, you know, basic evil thing that preys.
Wait, hold on, look up
But it
Skinwalker.
doesn't like take
Devil.
form.
Um,
What is that thing? Can you look up the Mexican one? Because there's a Mexican one.
Can you? And it's in a lot of different lores. It's in African folklore. It's literally something that's in the game Dungeons and Dragons. It's in Hinduism.
Oh.
It's in Hawaiian folklore.
Okay.
And just general folklore. So a Nightwalker can also like refer to anything such as like a vampire or something that lurks at night.
Oh, yeah.
So like there's a lot of general terms for what a Nightwalker is. So what you could be referring to is so broad that looking up just
Just this ghoul in the
yeah,
night.
just like a ghoul in
That's
the
all
night.
I want you to
is all that's
imagine.
gonna
Just this
pop up,
ghoul in
really.
the night. Joshua, ¿qué quieres? Nothing. God damn.
Yeah, a ghoul in the night that's Mexican.
What do you
too.
need? A Mexican ghoul in the night. That's my grandmother.
Wait, have you guys ever had a sleep paralysis demon?
No, dude.
no.
But
Me
no.
neither.
Thank
Yeah.
God, dude, because that shit, I would freak out.
I feel
Oh
like
no,
it's
dude,
fake.
mine was bad. I had
don't know. I've never had it happen.
Here
All
we
right, let's
I
hear
had
the
it
story.
happen.
Let's
I
hear
mean,
it, Tyler.
He had Claptrap from Borderlands
don't know.
attack him in his sleep.
No, dude.
Hello.
I don't know what the lead up to it was. I think I was just like, I think I was like napping multiple times in one day, and I literally think I fried my circuitry. No, I'm seriously.
I knew you were a goddamn
You
robot.
napped multiple times and fried your
I was
circuitry.
just like
dude.
I was younger. I was just really
Help.
tired. I was just really tired.
I took
that
too
day.
many naps.
No, I'm serious.
Every time he got to the
No, 'cause
light, he'd start twitching
I
out.
looked it up.
So he
If you like interrupt your like
Your REM sleep?
if you interrupt the transition into REM sleep, you can have weird shit happen.
Because your body locks up,
Yeah,
but your
yeah.
mind's awake.
Yeah, and so I just kept doing that throughout the day, and eventually I got sleep paralysis. And then, dude, on my
I unlocked sleep
no,
paralysis.
seriously, I wasn't trying to. I was just tired. I don't know what it was.
it throughout the day.
Dude, but anyway, I literally remember like opening my eyes on my bed, and then I couldn't like move my neck. I tried going like that, like as much as I could. I could barely move, and then I just remember feeling like a tremble, I guess.
A tremble.
Yeah, like I could feel like the ground kind of
Are
like.
you sure you weren't
You
getting
felt
like...
the ground quake and you trembled?
Well, I mean, I was
Wait, what
again.
was
I was
happening?
a fucking T-Rex gonna hit the corner. Okay, can I tell my goddamn story? Can you shut your goddamn pie hole? How
All right,
about that?
keep going, keep going.
You fucking loser! Goddamn!
He was quivering
Why you the
on
only
his
one
bed.
talking?
Wait. He was quivering on his bed. Pick up from there.
Fuck!
All right, keep going.
You were quivering on your bed. Let's go.
Anyway, felt the ground shake. I look over to my right barely, and I see the fucking like thing from Lights Out. But the crazy thing is, Lights Out wasn't out yet. So when I saw the movie Lights Out, I got an instant like
Flashback?
flashback.
You were
and
like,
that shit.
I'm quaking
Dude, I'm
again.
not kidding you. That is the one and only time I have ever felt like terror. I was like sweating.
The only time?
Terror.
Well, yeah,
never felt
full,
terror before?
full on terror. Like I could not do anything.
Because
Like you felt hopeless in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can think of another
Well,
time.
there's a difference.
So you're telling me you
Like,
felt hopeless?
Hopeless.
There's a problem going on in today's society with night walkers.
He was like,
I was.
this is it.
I mean, I
This
literally
is
couldn't
the
move.
end.
I was the definition of.
I've
frozen.
drowned and dreamt this moment.
of stone,
He's like, oh my god, help! I'm quaking on my bed, help!
Why that though? And I don't even know what the fuck is the thing from Lights
No,
Out.
my guess would be you saw a trailer for it before he
No,
saw
it didn't. It didn't happen.
No, he made the.
It didn't-
He
What
made
is
the.
it? What is the thing from Lights Out? What is it?
It's just like a scary.
It's Diana. She's like a. She only can.
Oh,
She got long nails. Eats hot fries.
I was Josh. If you let me finish.
she has long nails and eat hot fries.
No.
I'm sorry, bro. That is terrifying.
No, she can only
Homer,
be
bro.
in the dark. If you turn on the lights, she can't come. Like she can't be there.
All right, so
and she has giant like claws, and
Yeah.
and then her hair is like super.
turn on the
Her
lights.
hair is like wispy, kind of a little bit. At least the one I saw
Like a
was
Skinwalker.
Yeah, the one I saw was wispy. Yeah,
She's kind of cute.
What's her name?
but I saw a creepier
You got her
version of
number?
that. I saw her hair like animated going up when I was like paralyzed, and I was like.
See, I don't know if that's real.
And I
though.
saw like long arms
What?
and legs.
I feel
it
like
gives
people are
me
just
goosebumps-
dreaming
It gives me
instead of-
goosebumps every time I think about it.
Yeah, how do you know? Okay, but I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know it wasn't a dream?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I'm not denying it wasn't, but that I'm just saying that's what I felt sleep paralysis, couldn't move.
But that's why I feel like sleep paralysis isn't real in a sense. Like it's real to the fact that it's a dream
It
and
feels
not like
real, but
you're
it's not
actually
actually.
awake and you're seeing stuff.
People have took videos of themselves.
Because I was in my
I've
room.
taken
I
videos
was
of
in my
themselves.
room on
Take
my
that,
bed.
whatever.
It wasn't like I was in
English.
a random setting or anything
Speak
like
it.
that. I was in my bed where I lay
Quaking,
down.
quivering.
Quivering and quaking.
Quivering. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see the pictures.
The thing with REM sleep is it is a real thing, but obviously the hallucinations are not real. So people
Right.
genuinely can't move their
Well,
bodies.
that's why it's a
But are they like
hallucination.
actually? But I think what he's saying is, are they actually awake?
Yeah, so they are. They are
Okay.
actually awake. So when you look it up, they are actually awake. They are conscious.
They've done studies.
But
and
they've
stuff.
done studies.
Okay.
Yeah,
But they're
that's why
hallucinating.
that's why like it's the real diagnosis you can get is sleep paralysis. The thing about it is what's not real about it is the hallucinations you're seeing. So it's like
Well, I hope to
you
God.
know, obviously you're not really seeing
Someone
a
just
fucking
walks in. There's a
monster.
dark figure.
That would be
Holy
that. Would, when I
fuck!
woke up from that, dude, I was sweating.
That's crazy, bro.
And quivering.
That and quivering.
Well, dude, I don't get night terrors, but sometimes I get really bad nightmares where I'll wake up and I'm
I
like,
get night terrors.
Yeah, I get night
Happen
terrors.
anyway?
What about a wet
I
dream?
literally.
You ever have a wet dream?
Yeah, dude, that's actually funny you say that.
Yeah, let's put that on the internet. Why
I
don't we?
just yesterday. No, just-
No, that's when
I
you
had
piss
3
yourself, right?
last night, bro.
That's when you piss the bed.
Yo, that's not when you shit and throw up in the bed, right?
Yo, when was the last time you wore a diaper?
Yo, I wake up, take a shit, get out of bed.
3 weeks ago. And
When's the last time you wet
It
your
was
bed?
for Christmas. I didn't want to get up.
I don't think I've wet my bed ever. I've never shit the bed.
I've
never
wet my
the
bed multiple times.
I've shit my
Yes, sir.
pants.
Yes, sir. I can admit that as a man.
Twice.
I told you the poo poo
Dude,
story.
why did you do it
Remember
like
the-
that?
remember the
He's like, I shit my pants
Deuces.
twice.
Remember
Dose.
the poo poo story I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
That was
great,
one
man.
of
When you
3
were playing
times.
soccer.
It was one of 3 times. No, I wasn't playing soccer. My sister was. I just had to shit.
Oh, that's right. But you left your underwear like in,
I had to shit somewhere.
in
I'm
front
sorry.
of the
They
door,
locked
right?
the door. Who locks the only bathroom at the shitter, dude?
Someone that's actively using it.
Actually, no. It's funny you say that because my siblings played soccer growing up,
And I
and
shit
on
my
the fields
pants.
they would lock the bathrooms.
Yeah.
they would
They
always be
what?
locked.
That's what I'm saying. It was
Yeah,
locked.
They would always be
Well,
locked
because
for
it's
some
public
reason.
and open, and people.
Oh,
probably
because it
go
was
in
like
there and
too
do dumb
early
shit.
in the morning.
Super
Yes,
in the morning.
it was in
Yeah.
the morning, and they didn't. And I was like, pulled that door, and went.
Who thought having hours for a bathroom is a good idea?
Well, no,
All right, we're gonna lock this shit at 9 a.m.
So
Anyone
when-
prior to that? They
so
shitting
when
themselves.
they get here at
It's
7 and they need to
because of
shit.
crackheads.
Yes, because of crackheads.
It's
Yeah.
because
Okay.
of
They'll go in
That
there.
makes sense.
They'll go in there and
Exactly
shoot
why.
up
See,
or
you're always
They
thinking
go
from
in
like the
there
druggy
and they will
perspective.
fucking destroy that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But
That's
it's
why
like
they-
either way for
Well,
the public, it's not good.
Then
you know?
the caretakers get, or whatever
Dude.
the groundkeeper needs to get my shitty underwear out of there. I
Talking
guess,
about
so.
that, so we had a building that had a code to it. Someone figured it out, and they were homeless, so they went in there in the bathroom and shot up in the bathroom. And then the guy found him in the morning. He was like, "All right, we need to change code."
Why do you need to go and shoot up?
just
shoot
because
up
if
outside.
you're like homeless, there's not.
Oh,
places
I guess it's a nice place to
like-
be cracked out, huh?
Well, and to like, there's if you're
Yeah,
doing
he's safe.
drugs out in the open, people are most likely
and he's
gonna
in the-
like report it, steal
Yeah.
it from you, or a whole list of things of why you
Or
would wanna
beat the
just-
shit out of you.
Yeah, you know.
or take his drugs.
Or take my drugs.
And it's like a bathroom. That's why so many places around here have codes to their bathroom, like McDonald's,
Yep,
all
Subway.
convenience stores. Most places, a lot of places have a key. You know, it's crazy. It's 'cause
Subway,
people-
you have to get it off through a receipt,
Yeah.
I just
That's
ask
crazy.
them, usually.
which is smart.
Well,
If
at
it-
Fuzzy's, you have to literally go up to the fucking person
Yeah.
at the front, ask them for the code, and then you have to memorize the code that they told you. It's usually like 5 fucking digits, all the way from the front to the back of the fucking building, and pray to God you remember the right code.
As you're walking, you're like 57864.
Yeah, and you pray no one stops you or
Five
gets
seven
in
nine
your
four
way.
six.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, that shit annoys
They
me.
should just have
Damn
someone
it.
man the bathrooms at
Just
that point.
do the old fashioned. Give me the key, bro.
Excuse me, what's the code? All right, you could go shit.
Halt!
Okay.
Your asshole's getting tighter.
What is thy code?
Halt!
Please, dog. I'm prairie dogging out here.
Dog, please. I'm really freaking begging you right
I'm
now.
crowning.
Please let
I'm
me in.
crowning.
I'm growing a
For the
tail.
love of everything, please, sir.
Okay, this is kind of a side note. But
Oh, great.
no, it's
Why are we talking about
let's get off
shit
of
so
it.
much?
Let's get off
it's
of
on-
it. Yes.
Oh.
Is it about shit?
How is it always
Not fully.
It's
Not fully.
It's not bad.
Dude,
Half
that-
a shit.
Okay, let's go.
pause
I want to hear
said
this. I'm curious. I want to
everything.
hear this.
I was
Half
just-
a shit. Okay.
All this talk about the bathroom, it just put in my head like I think the worst job you could ever have is, you ever seen like those old timey movies or like old timey stuff where there's a guy in the bathroom and he like hands you a towel. and, like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, wait, that would be horrible, dude. You just sit in the
just
bathroom
smelling
and
that
listen,
shit.
Listen to
Yeah,
everybody
just-
shit and piss.
and then like usually no music or just like you just stand in the bathroom just watching people take shits all day. Like what in the
but
Actually, you're
Actually-
not watching them. There's a door in front
But
of it.
still, like you
probably
see them
see
go
the
in,
most
they look
foul.
at, and like you,
Yeah.
It
I
would
mean,
be
just-
weirder if he like
Yeah.
nodded. He's like,
No, dude, I'm just thinking about this dude is just standing there
That's a
holding,
nice
holding
one.
the towels,
That's a nice one.
holding the towels and the mints, and then he just hears the most diabolical rip.
Yeah,
and
like,
then he
bro, that
just
would
sees
be-
the guy get up, doesn't wash his hands, and then he's like,
He doesn't wash his hands, but he asks for a towel.
okay,
He's like, give me a towel.
I actually have a genuine
no, he asks
question.
for a mitt and reaches his hand in.
Rubs his shit hands on the towel, hands it back, and he's like,
It's all brown.
oh my god.
Just the most
all
diabolical
he does is
rip,
he sits
dude. The
there,
most
here's a dude
specimen.
flush twice, and then he comes out and he's like,
But yeah, that was my
it's harder. It's crazy.
I got a question though. How do fat people wipe?
What do you mean?
How do they wipe?
They don't. You don't know about that person they hire, dude.
Like, how did they get back there?
The same reason.
I'm talking about like 600-pound my 600-pound life.
They
people.
probably
They probably have an assistant, bro. No kidding.
They have someone wipe their ass
Dude, there's no way that they could wipe
or
their
a
own
bidet.
ass.
or a bidet.
I mean, someone be wiping their ass, but the reality of it is, can they
They go
usually
under?
afford to pay an assistant? No.
To wipe their ass?
So, like, think about it this way:
pay me
who's
a lot
most
of
likely
money to
wiping
wipe
their
your
ass?
ass.
I mean, yeah.
You have to pay me a
Their
lot of money.
boyfriend.
Dude, that's just a rough
Their-
life to
Oh,
live.
you've never seen that? Most people on
Why is it their
600 pound
boyfriend?
life,
Oh yeah,
they
that's
have
true.
boyfriends
That's
and
true.
shit.
It's
It's
usually
usually the significant other, the
That
mother,
wipes
the
their
father,
ass?
a sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm
so
leaving. I'm
the
walking
thing
out.
about like the 600-pound people is you can't do that by yourself. You have
No.
to have multiple enablers and a lot of money to do it. It's
or
crazy.
could they do the front? Could they go through the front?
No, they
and
can't
wipe?
do.
My
That's
thought
gonna
process is,
cause
isn't it
UTIs
easier?
out the fucking ass?
Well,
You
okay,
cannot do
from a
that.
guy perspective.
Even a guy perspective, if you're wiping
gonna have
to the front,
shitty,
all
shitty
they're just gonna have
balls.
shit
Okay,
all over you.
Shitty
He's
bull.
gonna have shit all over you.
Literally, bro. I mean, you have to literally cross Ball Avenue to get to fucking Pound Town.
You like
how the
fucking scrape it on the way by.
That's what I'm saying. And,
shit.
and when you got two thighs the size of turkey legs,
How do they
you know what I'm saying?
shower?
They don't.
Dude, just go watch my 600
They
pound
need-
life.
they-
This is,
I don't want
I'm,
It's
I'm
scrub
slowly
bags,
getting
like
more
at the
uncomfortable with this
hospitals,
conversation.
You know how like the nurses will come in and give the older people, sponge
Tyler,
baths.
shut
That's how the
up,
600
dude.
pound life people get bathed.
That would take
Someone,
so long.
Again, like Travis said, they have to have a lot of assistance. So it's usually their family
Yeah.
that's enabling this behavior, and they're cleaning them, they're feeding them, they're doing all these activities for them that they can't do themselves.
That's
Dude,
always
the
blown my
thing
mind.
is, if those people were completely by myself, A, they would straight up die, or
Yeah.
B, they wouldn't be so big.
They wouldn't be so big.
Yeah, they would be
Because the truth is, you
more
couldn't-
normal sized.
Like,
Well, think about it. You can't drive yourself. You can't work. Like you can't do literally.
but that's why I
anything.
think it's so bad when we tell people who are like even if you're not like
If-
critically obese, if you're,
if you're
on your
getting there,
way,
yeah.
yeah, dude, there should be nothing, especially if it's like your partner, okay? And me and Coral, me and my wife, we've had this conversation. If one of us is getting that way to where it's like, yo, like we're about to lift 300 fucking 400 pounds, say something.
Yeah, they call them enablers. That's
You know
what I
what?
say.
Because
You're
that's what you
enabling
are.
that
Because
behavior.
you're killing that person, bro. You're letting them kill themselves, dude. That's
Yeah.
the biggest reason for death in this country is heart disease, which is attributed to obesity. Okay.
Well, keep in mind though, some people with obesity also have medical health issues, and not everyone can afford to compensate. And no, I'm not talking about the 600 pound life people. Okay, those people
It's
usually
like
do
1%.
It's like 1
Yeah.
to 2%, but you do have to keep those people in mind. There are people like with hypothyroidism who they
Yeah.
they have an extremely hard
They
time.
can't help it.
They can't help it. it. They have to watch what they eat. Some people with diabetes have a hard time losing
Yeah.
weight, whereas like some have the opposite. So those are big factors in it too. And if you don't know how to take care of it, you don't know how to manage it, and you can't afford to go to the doctor, a lot of those people are the ones
They're
that
gonna
end up
die.
higher risk and end up dying.
And when the
because
government's
of something
poisoning
they
us
can't help.
with their fucking dangerous food. I mean,
All
tell me
these
why there's
additives.
13 ingredients. Yeah, why is there 13 ingredients in something that where there used to be literally 4?
In bread.
In Skittles. Skittles.
I just love how it's more expensive now to get less ingredients.
No, it's literally more expensive
Yeah.
to kill to off yourself. Thank you. Faster.
Thank you.
YouTube doesn't like those words.
On the live.
But that's what I'm saying is that's why I think there's this loop. Come on, guys, you got to think about it. If they're feeding us poison, then we got to go to the place, pay them money. to
Doctors
fix
wouldn't
our
have
problem,
patience.
to then just give them. That's what I'm saying.
If they were all healthy.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like when you ask it like a therapist or someone or like a psychologist.
Okay, well, I
like-
actually disagree with that because doctors have been around since the beginning of time. People always get sick and mess up.
Well,
their
that's
body.
because
I
it was
mean-
unsanitary and we didn't know better.
But also
that's
think
why
about
we
all
needed
the stomach
doctors.
problems people have now and
Yeah.
all the food sensitivities, because now you have people who aren't allergic to things.
Yeah.
They're food sensitive to it. So they can
Pesticides.
have dairy. So, but that's my point. So think about all those things. Like how many people every day wake up with a stomach ache and there's really no medical reason why.
Yes.
I'm one of those people. And
'Cause you're
there's
eating shit.
Because you're eating shit all the time. But let's
Yeah.
be real here. That wasn't honestly a common problem.
yes.
Well, I can't reference how many years ago, but
I
it
would say,
wasn't
like,
always a
the
common problem.
50s.
Exactly, it wasn't always a common problem until
Yeah.
more recently, and it's like people have food sensitivities, stomach problems, all these things are becoming more common because of the things that are in our food.
Yeah,
And,
you
like,
would just basically eat so much less, and then when you would eat, you would only eat like pure stuff. Like,
protein,
Like think about
eggs.
it, like if you live on a farm, you'd eat a chicken your family killed. You know,
Yeah.
like
You
earlier in
raised
the
it
day.
with the grain
and it would sustain you longer. Think
Yeah.
about how much groceries you need now to sustain a family of like even just me and Travis. How much money do we spend in groceries just for
So
the
much damn
fucking
money.
Okay,
I
But
mean,
it's
in a
like-
week, it's probably like $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, around that. And
Well,
it's
the thing
like,
is,
but
if we
you
want
can
to
sustain
actually
it.
have, if we want to sustain ourselves, yeah, maybe, yeah, like $100 a week, and that's just dinner. And then if you want to have snacks, breakfast, lunch, yeah, you're $300 a week to have
Snacks
breakfast,
weren't a
lunch,
thing
dinner.
though. Do you know what I mean? Like back when it used to be breakfast, lunch, dinner.
But snacks,
Well-
I mean, we're talking like cereal and like a box of fruit snacks.
Yeah, there
You know
was
what's
no like,
crazy?
honey, I'm going to the factory. Let me grab a can of Pringles on the way
Well,
there.
actually, no, that's
Yeah.
not true. There's always been snacks. So there's always
There's been sodas.
So there's always been granola bars,
Yes.
apples, stuff like that.
There she
so
goes.
you
But
have
they
to keep
were
in
better.
mind though.
Yes.
But they were better. So it's not like me and Travis go to the store and are buying 3 packs of chips. Even when we buy like granola bars or stuff like that, even those things we're buying aren't sustainable because they're shit.
Yeah.
It's a granola bar, but it's a granola bar full of shit. Because having snacks throughout the day is a great way to live. Actually, it's more healthy for your body and it's a better way to sustain your body.
Yeah.
But doing that, you can't.
Well,
Price wise.
with all the it's just the stuff they're putting in, especially the price of stuff. Like, tell me why it's shittier and more expensive. Like McDonald's, like you knew what you were when you went to McDonald's back when.
Remember
you
the dollar menu?
Yeah, and you were getting a $1 cheeseburger. You knew you were buying a $1 cheeseburger. Okay, and that's what you got was a $1 cheeseburger, and you didn't complain because it was a $1 cheeseburger.
It was $1.08 because of tax.
But now when I'm paying literally $12 for a cheeseburger
For
meal,
the same thing.
for the same shit, but more ingredients for some weird reason. And
Well, this is what blows my
tell me
mind.
where they're getting this meat from. I'm sorry, but we have millions,
Of cows.
thousands of food places that give you burgers that like. Tell me how we're getting all this meat, dude. I'm sorry, but dude, I don't believe that it's all full. I'm not saying it's human. I'm not one of those people that's like they got humans in the McDonald's meat. But dude, you can't tell me it's 100% pure beef patty. No, the fuck, it's not.
There's a lot of cows.
Dude, yes, but dude, there's a lot of
Yeah, there is
restaurants.
a lot of cows, bro. You ever seen a cow farm? There's
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, they stack them.
It's just I just for me it's like unfathomable to think that it's but
Well, okay, part of-
yes,
part of what
but
it
it's not
comes from-
pure, bro. You can't tell me it's 100% beef in there.
I would say it is.
They have so much.
There's additives in
You're
there.
trusting some people who don't
Yeah,
care.
but-
They don't care about us.
Well, they have additives to make the cows larger
preservatives.
yeah, and bigger. Mm-hmm. And how they do
Preservatives
farming-
are
you
the big
see the
thing.
size of a chicken,
oh shit.
like a chicken from what it used to look like, and a chicken now,
Yeah, they're
And-
huge.
and it's literally just to get more out of it. But tell me why that's.
Because everything's
yeah, yeah.
genetically modified.
Corn isn't
Once
yellow.
they understood how to genetically modify things, everything became genetically modified.
Bigger,
and so
better.
Bigger and better, but with bigger and better becomes chemicals, GMOs, everything that you don't want in the human body that is
Yeah.
making everyone feel like shit every fucking day.
But it's only here. But here's the thing: like, it's a huge thing here in America. We have these
Yes.
stomach problems. They don't have these problems in other countries.
Because the same bread we eat here in France, they're
like,
not having the
5
problem.
less ingredients.
Yeah, but
Well-
it's the same thing. Looks the same, tastes the same.
Well, something interesting. My mom went on a trip to like Nicaragua. I don't know.
Whoa, what's that word?
I don't know how to say it properly, but anyway, she went there and she wanted Fireball because she likes that, but it's completely banned there.
Yeah.
Like because there's
Because it's
literal
bad.
that and there's antifreeze in it. That's why it's banned. There's antifreeze in Fireball. That's
I love
why.
Fireball.
Yeah, they don't let their citizens drink it because there's antifreeze.
No wonder we have an increase of cancer. I mean, cancer's gone up how much? Like
Yeah.
40% in the last 20 years?
I mean, isn't yeah?
Hold that
Did
out
you
of my
guys
ass.
know the liquor industry is losing money with the new generation that's coming in
Oh,
because the
heavily.
new generation isn't buying into liquor products as heavily as they used to. So now what liquor products are doing is trying to make non-liquor products to make up for their losses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen all that.
Yep.
Yeah, because part of our generation and the younger generation now is realizing
That's
how
not good.
It's not good for you, how much damage it can cause.
Yeah.
And like the reality of it is like Travis said, we're realizing that half of these other fucking countries aren't letting their people fucking drink it, so why the fuck are we?
It's not even like
gotta-
it's the letting part. Okay, this is the thing. Like, this is the only good thing about this. I would say is the government regulation. I don't necessarily agree with government regulation on a lot of things, and a lot of other countries have government regulations. That's why they can't do it. And I'm a person who believes like I believe in slippery slope. If they take one thing, they're more likely to keep taking more.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Domino effect.
Yeah, it's the slippery slope. It's like, okay, if they're allowed to then ban this food, what else are they allowed? Like, am I allowed to? I want my Red Bull. I don't care what it has in it. I want my Red Bull. Are they allowed to then?
If you look
ban
at it and
a
you're
Red
like,
Bull?
okay, this is bad for me, you're going to stop.
Because the American thought process is, it's my choice. I should be able to do what I want.
Yeah.
That was the whole prohibition. That's why we had all that go on.
18th Amendment.
And the 18th. Yeah, we just
Yeah,
learned that.
trivia.
Yeah, they did. And the
Learning
18th
shit.
Amendment. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why? You know, there's some things that we just know, and I think this is why the government thinks this, is they just can't. They're not going to be able to tell people what to do because
From a
people,
capitalistic
'cause
point of view.
Not even that. Just that's the American way. We don't like being told what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Whether that's what we can drink, what we can consume, who we can sleep with, who we can marry, who we can go with, who we can. I mean, honestly though, I mean that was that whole thing. Is like
yeah.
No, that is very
We
true.
wanna
That's
be-
why people call America the land of freedom because all of us out here
It's
have
the land of
freedom.
the
it's the
free.
choices
Yeah,
to
it's-
do anything.
you have that choice.
Whether I like it or you, it's the only problem when it affects others. That's my problem. Is when you make a choice that's personal. It's fine. I don't care what you want to do. What you want to do. I don't care.
But if you drive into a store,
Right. If you drive into a
Well, I
store,
mean,
because-
yeah, it's the same
because
thing.
You're gonna
you're-
affect
because
someone.
because think about it. 50%, and this is a true statistic. You look it up. 50% of murders are committed on alcohol, and 50% of the people who are
Damn.
being murdered are on alcohol. Literally, that's crazy to think about. When you're think about it, okay? Like someone who's committing it, and it's just like why
the
is
only
it so?
alcohol you should drink is wine.
Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. both said this. It's way too socially normalized to where someone can drink every day and no one says anything.
Yeah.
Because why? Oh, because it's normal, because he's allowed to drink. But that's my disparity when it comes to substances in general, is why alcohol, it's because of how it's been treated. So it's a social thing. This is the problem.
Well,
is-
if you say anything, someone's like, oh, what's your
what the
problem,
fuck?
dude?
Or if you say you don't drink, they're like, you don't drink? No, I don't drink. And it's like, that. Why is that a weird thing?
I agree because I don't know. I like having a drink every once in a while. Like
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Like out with the boys, have a drink. But like people, the thing that's crazy with me is that it's the only vice that is socially acceptable, like you guys are talking about, that you can literally kill yourself
You
with.
or you can make
Legally.
Or this is the problem too. If we want to really get into that, allegations of
And if you
of any sort, whether it's the other way around, when you're drunk, you are not a person. I already think eyewitness accounts are absolute bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
Because what people say, they can contort, and people see what they want to see. Okay, especially
well,
if it
memories
fits their bias.
change over time anyway.
And especially when you're fucking drunk and you don't know what's going on, and you decide to, you know, whether it's their fault, your fault. You say you sleep with somebody, whether a girl, man, you make a terrible choice. They get pregnant, you get someone pregnant, you fucked up. And this is the problem though, is that people are now gonna go, because this is what they do. They use alcohol as an excuse. Like, I was drunk. Oh, I was drunk. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you were drunk doesn't mean you could say, oh, I didn't want to sleep with them anymore.
You made the choice
now-
of getting drunk.
That's
He is-
because
you know what I
people
mean?
make it socially acceptable to say that. Oh, well, they were drinking alcohol.
Yeah, and it's
well,
like-
the way because it's so normalized, people are like, oh, well, that's an excuse for everything, and it's really not, because if you were to see someone doing, for example, hardcore drugs, you wouldn't say the same thing. You would be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Shouldn't
It's
have done the drugs.
matter-
You shouldn't have done the drugs.
But that's why
Exactly.
if
But
you're
someone
under the
drinks alcohol, it's
influence,
like, oh, he
your
just had
actions,
too
you're
much.
still
He won't do
responsible
that
for your
next
actions.
time.
And it's the social part though too. Like with the war on drugs, for example, there was never they made it look like this huge evil thing. And for like, you'll have a dude, and I had it happen. Okay, where I see someone smoking weed, there's someone with a beer in their hand, and they got something to say to the guy smoking weed. And the only reason they're saying that is because of how criminalized and how demonized it's been, that they are so, because that's what it is. You're ignorant. Because you're ignorant and you're arrogant. Because you're drinking alcohol, which has been proven to kill people. You can literally get addicted to. It does nothing beneficial for you. Literally nothing. There's not one good thing you can gain from drinking a beer besides getting drunk. That's literally it.
It actually brings your white cell count down.
And bro, if you're not smart about
Congrats.
like,
So does fucking going out and having a walk with good plants around you. So it's like,
No, alcohol.
yeah, but bro,
I know,
if
I'm
you're not
just-
smart, if you're not smart about how you quit or how you stop being an alcoholic, you will literally die. Your body needs the alcohol.
That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
your body is codependent on alcohol, which
And
is
you're just
insane to think. But
killing your
you're allowed
liver.
to do that. But
Well, I
at
saw this
21,
video.
you're allowed to do that. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you can do it. Yeah.
You can go to war as a man. You go to war and get drafted at 18. You can't have a beer until you're 21. And literally both of those things are bound to kill you, which is just, what kind of fucking like woohoo is that?
Well, I saw this video on TikTok of this guy. Who was
But you can't have a joint. Go
No,
ahead.
of course not. But he was like having alcohol withdrawals, and it was like the morning, and this guy poured him a shot, and the guy was having so much withdrawals he couldn't pick the cup up. He couldn't drink it. He couldn't. It was a long video. He couldn't drink it because he was shaking so bad. He literally couldn't drink the alcohol anymore.
They literally
He was
will die minutes after. Like if they need a drink and they like don't get that drink, they will literally die
Yeah,
like
it's
minutes
scary as
after.
hell, dude.
Well,
It's
yeah, because
crazy.
it's terrible. But this is the problem. Those people, and majority of the time, are like retired vets. They have mental
Yeah.
problems. I mean, when you think about people who drink, like people we know or whatever, they're not drinking because they're in a good spot. Like they're not, nobody drinks every day
They could be
because they're
bored.
mentally, and that's the part too, is people don't have hobbies, man. People get bored. Go do something.
Go start a
amount of-
podcast.
they
man.
just they,
Yeah.
they don't find their
Yeah.
purpose.
Do something like that.
It's not. It's true. Yeah, I will say that it feels like they
But
don't have a purpose.
for some
but
reason,
Christ.
a lot of people
Well, no,
find
they haven't
vices.
found their purpose.
A lot of people find vices to do when they're bored, and they're bored often, so they do those all the time.
To fill up the time.
Well, yeah, I mean,
to
it's like you
entertain
can't-
their brain.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, think about this. If you live in like a literal rural small town, dude, we would all be drinking all the time because there's literally
how you're
nothing.
raised.
Yeah, there's nothing else
And
to
there's
do.
nothing else to
but
do,
like
yeah.
go around and drink. Like that's just
Yeah.
there's actually nothing else to do if you're in a small
But
town. in
that's
America.
why alcohol in this country is the only reason that it's prevalent in states. Because even Tom Holland said it. He's like, if nobody knew about alcohol today and someone came up with you and is like, drink this, and it's gonna make you act this way and do this, nobody would
No
drink
one
that
would
shit.
drink
Yeah.
it.
Everyone would be like, what the fuck? What did he say? He's like, I forgot what he said. Oh, he's like, get your funky juice away from me. Like, because that's exactly like, no one would do that shit.
Well, the reason that ale was made was because water wasn't sanitary back in the day.
That's what I
Because they didn't
heard, and
know
it
to
disinfected
boil
it.
it, so it was safer to drink ale. They
yeah.
gave kids ale, like everyone drank ale versus water. And I feel like that's kick-started this whole thing of like alcohol.
It really needs to be
Yeah,
like when you
probably.
see somebody drinking too much, you'd be like, okay, yo. I mean, like it's not. But
you can't say anything 'cause then you'd be insensitive.
Well, not only that, but that's this country. He could do whatever he wants.
Well, also,
if he
you-
wants
you
to
just
drink
risk
himself
the
to
wrath
death,
of a drunk
that's not
person.
my problem. But here's the problem, dude. It's the idiots that get on the road and they kill a family of four,
Yeah.
or the idiots that
But then they survive because they're so relaxed.
and what do they get? 3 meals a day, and they didn't care anyway.
Yeah.
They didn't care about their life anyway. What makes you think making it worse by putting them in a jail? Like all they got.
think we give them the electric chair.
No, I mean, dude.
Right after.
I still have a strong opinion on, dude, when people do like really, really heinous crimes. I'm cool with public execution, bro. I'm serious.
Yeah, bring back the guillotine.
I'm serious. Put them in a chair right there. Everyone
Everyone gather
This guy
around.
killed blah blah blah, or like
Well, I mean, like, think
Inject.
about it. When you see a public execution for yourself,
You're like, I don't want to do that.
exactly.
I don't want to go do that.
It's so desensitized now. You hear about
Yeah.
it. It's like, oh, he's gonna get the firing squad, or oh, he's gonna get the
Let me see that shit.
injection. But it's like no one sees
Live
it anymore.
leak.
So you have a disconnect to it. You
Exactly,
have a because there's also people out there who want the death penalty for things that honestly probably shouldn't get the death
Yes.
penalty.
Yeah.
And those are the people too who's so disconnected from what it really is that like sometimes maybe you should bring it back so you can really see what the punishment is.
They do that in Middle Eastern countries to this day. If you get caught thieving, they will grab it. Hey, everybody, this guy's caught, because they want you to because you're gonna live, and they want you to see the face and be like, this is the guy who's a thief.
You're losing this though.
And if you see someone walking around with one hand, you're gonna know that they're a little fucking thief.
Well, not only that, but again, if you fucking see that shit, if you see it happen, you are not gonna want it to be you. You're gonna be like, oh yeah.
But here's the
I don't
problem,
want that
though.
to be
I want
me.
my hands.
But here's the problem.
basically.
You have to be completely, with these heinous crimes, and I mean really heinous crimes, you have to be out of your mind anyway.
Yeah.
To where no normal, if we saw that, it still wouldn't make us you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do it if I don't have to see someone
There's
get
no
murdered
explanation.
to know. I don't see someone, I have to see him get to know, like, I'm never going to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's just not within you
have
to do that.
Right. It has to be within you. It has to be this dark,
But I
like,
still think
evil.
it creates discouragement for it. 'Cause
Yes.
You also have those crazy copycat people out there nowadays, which is so much more common than it used to be, who seek fame and all this stuff out of it. Because
When you make Netflix shows about them and you
Exactly.
fucking and you
Yeah.
idolize
Uh-huh.
them and you give them their picture
Well,
and their
did you
camera.
know
Like
that-
Ed Gein.
Just
and-
don't
Well,
talk
you
about
know
them.
What happened in Idaho, right? Do you guys know what happened in Idaho?
Yeah, I remember you talking
college.
about that. Yeah, the college,
kid?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, not Netflix. It wasn't Netflix this time. It wasn't Hulu. Lifetime
Oh, nice, yeah, dumbass.
decided to not make a documentary. They made a reenactment.
That's terrible.
So not only are they making a reenactment movie basically of what happened, the stars of it have been making TikToks about it. Dressed in the same clothes as the poor girls
You're
and
idolizing
guy
it, bro. It's
got
crazy.
killed in. And
Unalived.
Unalived in. And making TikToks about it. And it has created such controversy, and for good reason. Not only is this a documentary, it's basically reenacting something that was so heinous and so dark for views and for clout. It's
Yeah,
not even
that's why.
factual,
It's
and
not for anything
it's
that's
not for anything
more than
either.
personal gain.
Exactly. It's not factual. There's no like facts about it. You're not learning anything from watching what you're going to watch if you do decide to watch it, to each their own.
Yeah.
But you're not learning anything from it. You're basically just watching a heinous act
You're using it
unfold
as a
in front of you.
story. That's kind of insane.
Isn't it though?
If that's the
I was
only thing you can
mind-blown.
come up with, go
You're a
fuck yourself.
loser. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
some of the shows I find intriguing, like Mindhunter, of how the BAU was started.
This is what I'm cool with.
Okay.
I like Criminal Minds. Why? Because
that
it's
is different.
completely fictional, but it's based on things that they would use in real life, and that's why I like it. Is because I don't like when people are idolizing these shows. Like, dude, Ted Bundy. When you get an actor,
so cute. Yeah.
or whatever, dude, it's like you are idolizing this person in a way that
Well-
people who are sick in their head are gonna look at and they're gonna go, "I want to be that guy."
There's a difference-
Like, what the fuck is wrong? And then when you have all these women literally
think
like, "Oh, he's so
there's a
hot."
difference with
What's
that, though.
wrong with you?
There's a difference between watching a movie and understanding a movie. Because people watch a movie and they're just like,
Yes.
If you understand it, you understand that this was wrong. He went to court.
But that's why I'm saying you have to be in your right mind.
yeah, but
Anyone
that
who's
movie-
sick is gonna look at that and go,
Yeah,
be
but
like,
that
I
movie
want
gets
that.
shown
guy.
to
I
everyone.
want exactly.
But the movie literally gets seen by anyone and everyone. So
Well, and there's
What is
also a
it, you
difference
know?
from a movie and a documentary. So it's like the Ed Gein thing on Netflix. That's a movie. That is
Yes.
not a documentary. There's no factual
It
evidence.
sucked, by the way.
Yeah, there's no factual evidence. Like, there's some, but most of it's unfactual. There's documentaries, though, like, for example, Ted Bundy tapes, where they're taking tapes, they're taking analysis,
Interviews.
they're taking interviews, they're talking to victims that want to talk about it, that want to tell their story. And that's the big difference between a movie and a documentary. A documentary usually has participants that want to, they have to get all these things to
Yeah.
do it, whereas the movie is usually unfactual and just for views and shock value.
And they will usually have people who were actually involved in the scenario. You know what I mean? Like, hi, my name's, and I was there during this day. You know what I
was
mean?
the
Like,
best friend.
that's a documentary. And I agree, like, they need to say that, because you're getting to a point where when people are too stupid to understand that that's misinformation when you're looking at it, like, this is not exactly how it played out. And when they're not smart enough to look into it deeper and go like, oh, is this true? Is this that? Because that's what I do. When I watch a documentary, I'm sitting there on my phone, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I look stuff up like, okay, or, oh, really? Is that? Because I want to know if
Was
what
that
I'm
true?
watching is bullshit or not. Because it's fine if you want to make a movie out of it 40 years past, but you need to let people know it's a movie and that it's not factual. Like, right before the movie starts, this movie, has parts that are but aren't,
on true
and that way because people are stupid enough to look at that and go, "Wow, he really did that." No,
wow, he really
didn't.
was that hot.
No, he really wasn't. He was and when you see pictures of him, you're like, "This dude." I found 5 dudes at the gas station that look like this dude.
But yeah, Ted Bundy, he just looked like a
An
teacher.
average
He
Joe.
looked like you.
He just looked average.
But that's I think that was so
kind of.
dangerous. Yeah, well, he's just average. Yeah. Didn't we say that one time? We went, yo, Travis
Average
is just
Travis.
average Travis. Yeah, dude.
Average Joe Travis.
Oh my god! But honestly,
People need to realize there is a difference between movies, documentaries, and like biopics.
but they don't, and that's the problem. And that's what creates people
Well,
who get this
society.
misinformation.
I was watching.
Society. You know what happens when you throw a man into society?
You ever hear a man scream with no lungs?
One second, Joey was telling jokes. Next thing, he was in a fucking tree in half.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but I was watching Zodiac.
I love that
and
movie.
It's a great movie, but there's a lot of inconsistencies with
yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
Because I was looking it up, and it was like, no, these two people didn't meet until after all of this occurred.
They do it for a movie effect because it's a movie.
Dramatization.
Which I get. You need to make it more interesting. You need to shock
Engaging
value,
for a
engaging.
viewer.
That's fine
Unlike us.
when it's no. That's fine when it's known. But when it's not known, then I feel like you are almost purposely trying to mislead people
Yeah.
into liking your stupid ass show that you decided to make
Well-
because you're not creative enough to make your own
This is what they need to do more. They need to demonize it more while the movie's progressing. Versus just telling the story, they need to be like, this was wrong!
They need to
and da-da-da.
not have it. What I like is when they do documentaries based on the good guy's perspective, not the bad guy. We need to stop making it look like the bad guy wasn't so bad. Okay, they killed someone.
Thanos was
regardless
right.
Of their
Thanos was
reasoning.
right.
No shit, dude.
Well,
Regardless
that's
of the
called
reasoning, they
humanization.
did
That's
it.
what they're trying to do.
Fuck,
Is
don't do that.
humanize the character,
He's not human.
And that's what's giving the shock value. That's what's giving
Humanize
people
the evil person?
That's what they do. Is they try to humanize them because that's what's drawing people in to watch these stupid movies. Is
Yeah.
that they know all the bad stuff about them and they're like, oh, and then they go and see these movies and like, oh, but like his poor mother did this to him, and so like, oh, well, I can see why that happened.
Yeah.
And that's what's bringing in the views. Is they're telling a different story, and the different story is usually
trash.
The complete
non-fictional.
opposite of
The
what
complete
it actually
opposite of
is.
what's
And-
actually happening.
This is what happens. The person's like, well, my parents do that.
It-
Maybe I need to
it's-
feel the same way. Because
Yep.
Rob Reiner, his
Yes.
son, probably
Or the
looked at him
Menendez
like,
brothers.
you are a evil person
Yeah.
and everything. But the son was just a druggie who went to rehab, 30 times more?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then he just offed his parents. Because there was obviously a mental
Well, that's what
problem.
I'm saying. When you, anyone who kills another person in general, you are obviously like not all
mentally
there.
impaired.
Like obviously, like clear. But that's why.
Well, first off, to think you're not going to get caught is kind of crazy in today's
they don't
age.
care.
You know?
They don't care
Yeah.
though, because that's what I'm saying. Is these people they don't care that they get caught because they want to be idolized. They want to be seen. They want the world to know it was them. It was me.
My
I did it.
name is
I
plastered.
did it. I did it. Me. And so like. And that's why I have a problem with the insanity plea. I hate that shit, bro. Because
Yeah.
it's like, no shit, they're
Let me go to a
insane.
mental institution.
Why are we using that as an excuse to give them
Like, yeah, you're
a
on trial
different
for
version
murder.
of punishment, dude?
Yeah, but he was mentally impaired.
I'm sorry, no. Snap that dude's fingers one by one.
Well, and I think there's also a difference from like actual insanity from just being a psycho. Like there's a clear difference from insanity and being a psycho.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you have
yeah.
the cases where the people have Munchausen's by proxy. And you
Which
know
is
they
crazy.
get abused their whole lives, and they already say they're mentally disabled, and then they're being abused more and more to the point where they break and they don't tell the right from wrong. Those people, I do understand sometimes why it gets to that point. The people that claim insanity, almost like I don't know. I could be wrong, but Brian Koberger was one of those people. I think that
Was
tried
that guy
to plead
here?
Insanity. No, Brian Koberger was the one that killed Idaho teens.
I'm talking about the Planned Parenthood.
Unalive.
guy.
The
I know the Planned
him,
Parenthood
so he's
guy
a great
pleaded
example,
insanity.
and
I
that's
know
a
that.
great example of you should not be able to plead insanity.
Yes.
Because it's like at that point you're not insane. You know right.
You
from
know
wrong.
what you did.
You know what you did, and that's when it becomes a problem. If you're insane, you should genuinely not know the difference from right and wrong, and not know what reality is and what reality is.
Yes,
not.
exactly.
A lot of these people that claim insanity and get insanity do know right from wrong. They
Yeah.
are aware of what reality is.
Just
and
an easy out.
It's just an easy out that the courts created, and I don't think there's enough testing or enough proof to back up a lot of these people.
Especially when if it's like politically targeted or
super
when you're
heinous
putting
crimes.
words on, like, I'm not trying to get political, but when you put words on clips and ammos and stuff, you know what you're killing this person for, and you know what you're doing it for, and you know that you're gonna get a rise, and you know what. So you're not insane, and I just don't like that. That's an excuse, though. I don't care that he's claiming insane.
Mm-hmm.
I want his bones to break in front of my face.
I want his fingers gone.
I'm serious, bro. You tell me that.
I want to watch him hang.
Because even if it's not gonna
murderously insane.
even if it's not going to stop the people, at
Josh.
least when you're insane, you're going to know that hopefully you're not going to get away with it and you're going to get tortured. Because that's what I want. I want you to get tortured when you
Yeah.
do shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm
If
sorry.
you, if you want to do that, you're gonna reap the
That's what I'm
consequences.
saying. And I want to see it. I want to see
If
it.
someone claims like insanity like that, they should just
Well, and
brain
that's a big part of the
brain
problem,
death them.
is these people who do heinous crimes.
Get away
How
with
do,
it.
well, not even that, but how do they get killed? They get lethal injection?
Not only
That's
that,
crazy.
they
to
off
me.
themselves,
Or
though,
they
too.
off themselves, or not even that. They sit on death row for the next 30 years. Like, that's crazy to me. So they went out there, killed, dismembered all these people. And the reason they weren't scared is because
They
their
knew that
punishment
nothing
at
would
the end of the
happen.
day
You
is
know?
you're going to sit in a cell and get,
3 meals a day.
Get 3 meals
Yeah,
a
the
day
thing
and
is,
then
if you're on
eventually
death
die.
row, you're guaranteed to be alive for years to come.
Well, exactly. That's like, again, Brian
I
Kohlberger,
want them
they
to
wanted shooting
slowly
squad.
die
Yeah.
throughout
And then
30
he pleaded guilty
years.
because he didn't want the shooting squad. He didn't think they were going to do that.
Come on, man. We need to test stuff like we need to test products and stuff. I see perfectly.
Put makeup on them.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we doing it on these poor?
Why are we doing it to
literally
animals?
These poor
Put makeup on,
innocent
put
rats.
lipstick.
I'd rather put it on those little fucks.
Put some blush on them. Highlight them.
You know what I mean? And he's like, it
Contour.
burns, and they're like, it burns really bad.
All right, get the next one.
Wait, we forgot the camera. Damn it, he really burned.
Oh, we
that
got to do
time.
it again.
I'm serious, dude. It sounds terrible and like it's almost
Just
very
strap 'em down.
un-Catholic and unchristian to me, but I want to see that. It sounds
Want to see the
terrible.
world burn.
But the world is at a point to where there's so many heinous things going on where I need to see someone get punished.
Try
I need
out
to see,
shampoo on
I need
their
to
hair.
see justice for Christ.
Bro, maybe you're part of the problem.
Why?
Josh is definitely.
I
part
want
of the problem.
justice for innocence. That's a problem.
No,
No, you're
I
just
support
playing it up.
No, I know.
No, you're
I
pretending.
definitely idolizing violence a little bit more, but
The solution?
that's my
More
more
violence.
That's my deep down like truth.
Violence
To the
needs
core.
to be resolved with violence. It's fire with fire. Come on. This has been told for centuries. An eye for an eye makes the whole world
when you-
blind.
when you-
Hey, the reason why
When
history repeats itself is because it's usually right.
Damn. That's wisdom right there. Clip that. Clip that.
Shit.
Holy.
Putting that in my notes.
Write that down. Write that down.
Tyler made a funny.
All right. I think with that.
Dude, yes, that was a great podcast, though. I mean, let us know what you guys think. We definitely talked about stuff that wasn't as video game and or entertainment related, but
We got dark.
we did get dark. It makes me want to go watch a documentary now. Okay.
Maybe we watch one and then post it.
Yeah, maybe.
And get copyright strike.
Yeah,
I think
dude,
it's
that'd
nice
be
to
awesome.
shake up the vibe.
Let's
once in a
let's
while.
all put costumes on and pretend to be people who got murdered, and see if that gets us more views.
Okay.
All right.
Super tasteful, dude. I love
All
it.
right. Cutting that
I
out.
love
Just let's do that, guys. Let's do that. See what I mean? But back to the if you're not.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm just going back to the intelligence part. If you don't know that that's a joke, then you're part of the problem.
Okay. So.
All right,
Ending
so-
this episode.
On another
Hopefully
note,
you guys enjoyed. We'll see you later. Tyler.
leftovers out.